Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Rain 90% of the day. It's an AstroTurf surface, but it will be slick. The ball will be slick. And we're going to see just how tight and how bad either one of these teams want it. We want to thank our sponsors for today's presentation, the Prairie View Athletic Club. Prairie View Athletic Club has been serving PV Nation since 1986, providing whatever it needed, whatever and however, no matter if the sport was golf, tennis, basketball, or football. Prairie View Athletic Club has been in the mix. If you'd like to be a part of the Panthers Athletic Club, all you need to do is dial 936-857-5818. Greg Austin is serving as the president. We want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in the beautiful city limits of Prairie View, Texas, serving and building the community one soul at a time. You can join our live Sunday morning broadcast right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network by simply clicking on the Listen Live link or dialing 857-777-0000. And last but not least, we want to thank the Panther Backers. Panther Backers, led by Mr. Dino Robinson, have been effectively serving student athletes since 1995. Thank each and every one of you guys for joining in with us. We're getting ready to get back to opening kickoff for SWAC Championship 2023.
Can't see. Don't go to fans here. In spite of all this rain, they're here to enjoy this championship football game.
These two teams met in this stadium back in late October. I think the Rattlers won 45-7, but that was then now. This is now, and it's all about championship football.
Absolutely. You can't think about what has happened. All you need to focus on is right now. They focus. Victory loves preparation. Our time, let's light it up so they can write it up. The running game has got to be special. The special teams got to be special. We got to concentrate on our fundamentals, and the ball is going to be a little heavy. We got to be smart.
With the prize today of the winners to game today, it clinches a spot in the Celebration Bowl, and Al, that's the end game for both these teams.
That's what it's all about right there. That'd be for the national championship against Howard University in Atlanta.
Definitely. We're about moments away from kickoff as the Rattlers are going to kick this ball off to Prairie View. And the Rattlers, after this delay, Al, talk to us about what they need to focus on with these weather conditions.
I tell you what, all they need to do is be tight and right mentally. Stay mentally tough, fundamentally sound, and let's just play solid football. We got to tackle good. We got to rap when we tackle. We got to look for football in. We got to keep leverage on both ends of the ball so we don't fumble. It's going to be a good football game, though.
Definitely. And Al, this is tough to beat a team twice, but that's the task of these Rattlers today.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but that's what they say.
Kickoff is underway here on Kid Raleigh Field at Right Memorial Stadium. And the Prairie View Panthers get a nice return out to the 35-yard line, and that's what the Panthers will pick up on offense.
Yeah, we expect to see quarterback Tyrone Conley at quarterback. The running back should be Armand Antonio. He's a good one. The X receiver is Tyrone Spiller. The H receiver is Brian Jenkins. The Z receiver is Jacques Blumfield. The Y is Chris Simmons. The tight end Dylan Dolman. The light tackle Alan Jones. The left guard Kobe Lewis. The center Sean Jones. The right guard Arlington Taylor, and the right tackle Eric Dunn.
And here comes the Panthers, who are led by Trayvon Conley, one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He gave us some fits last time we played these guys, and we have a football game that's about to start. 14 minutes, 54 seconds remaining as we're just underway. And coming back, look, finds the man open, and that's going to be a first down for Prairie View.
Yeah, I tell you, nice little play action pass. He hit double slot motion. End up with trips to the right side of the field, hit that slot guy right in the middle of the field, wide open, caught the Rattlers in zone defense, right over the middle for a good first down, Prairie View.
They place this ball down at the 42-yard line of the Panthers, and it's going to be first down and 10. 14 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and the give is to Caleb Johnson, and he's going to fight his way for about 3 yards on the play.
That's it. We just hand that thing off to the 8 there, and the big running back, Ahmad Antonio, 5'10", 200 pounds. He's a senior. He can tote that thing. He picked up about 2 yards.
Definitely, and 14 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. We're just underway after the delay here in Tallahassee. It's been raining all night as the Panthers come out and they get a first down as they place this ball down at the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and 7 yards to go for the Panthers out of Prairie View, Texas. Here is Trayvon Conley, back to back, get it. He's going to run, and he's going to be nicely ran out around the 47-yard line, close to another Prairie View first down.
That's the same thing Conley can do. He can extend the play. Nobody was open. He took off to the wide side of the field, broke contained, and was able to pick up enough for the first down.
That's going to set the Panthers up in Rattler territory as they place this ball down at the 45-yard line of Florida A&M. We have 13 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Prairie View comes out, takes the kickoff at their 30-yard line, and they've driven into Rattler territory. Here's Conley, and he's going to complete his pass out for a minimal gain as the Rattlers play that well.
That's it. When he had trips to the short side of the field, trips flex, threw a little quick out to his flex receiver, well covered by the Rattlers, pick up about 2 or 3 yards.
12 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Prairie View driving as they set this ball down at about the 43-yard line of Florida A&M as the Tigers looking to make something happen. Is second down and about 8 yards to go for the Panthers. This is a huge play out as these Panthers have come out and made a statement. And here's the pass across the middle. It's going to be over. Intercepted by the right. And they're going to get this ball as they're running out at around the 45-yard line. Just the doctor ordered for the dark ball defense.
Yeah, that ball is a little heavy, man, when you're trying to throw the thing. But I tell you, nice play. Actually tried to hit his guy on a crossing route. It tipped his hand, fell right into the Rattlers' hand for a nice interception. That ball is going the other way now.
Definitely.
Offense on the field for the FAMU Rattlers.
Now, advance that discussion for me as far as that ball being a little bit heavy. You were quarterback. When it's wet, it's a different football.
I no doubt about it. The rotation is a little slower. But I tell you what, they came out throwing that thing like the sun was shining. And I tell you, had success early on with that. But I tell you what, you came out firing. But I tell you, that one got away a little bit. Fortunate enough for the Rattlers, we got the pit. Time for us now to turn this thing around.
Now, Al, something is going on that's weird. They ran him out around the 40-yard line of Florida A&M, but they're going to sit this ball down back at the 30-yard line. So they're saying him down when he caught that ball, or just what?
I think it was a penalty. It may have been clipped. And that pushed the ball back. We missed the call by the referee. That ball now is going to be spotted at about the 25-yard line as opposed to the 40-yard line.
Definitely. 12 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the first half as the Rattlers are looking really good as they come out on offense for the first time, led by the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, Jeremy Moosa. This dib is up the middle, and that looks like that's going to be Terrell Jennings out of Jacksonville.
And I tell you what, we got about 1,000 pounds worth of running backs to throw at these guys. And run this football in this kind of weather, mix up the running pass, but let the running game establish the offense for itself. And I tell you what, Terrell picked up about 7-8 yards on that one run.
12 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Florida A&M and Prairie View mixing it up in this SWAC championship game as the Rattlers are looking at about a second down, 2 yards to go as they place the ball down on the 32-yard line of Florida A&M. Here is Jeremy Moosa, finds a man who's going to be elsewhere, and he gets in for a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, little bubble screen out to the wide receiver. Give the ball to your playmakers early and often. Let them do what they do, and let's take our time. Be patient. We don't have to throw a long pass. Make it easy. Let those guys do what they do. Nice pitch and catch there from Moosa
to Jamari Shashi. That's going to be first down and 10 yards to go for Florida A&M as they have 11 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We have no score on Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. Rattlers as they place this ball down at the 39-yard line of Florida A&M. Moosa back to pass. He's looking deep. Got man open. And the catch is made. 2-yard line.
Catch right there. That ball was a little heavy. It slowed up a little bit, but he got there in a super catch. And that's going to be first and goal for the Rattlers.
They placed this ball down around the 2-yard line. Rattlers in tempo offense. Put this ball into the end zone early here. And the kid stuck the middle to Terrell James, and he's in for it. Touchdown, FAMU. Touchdown, Rattlers. Big play by the Florida A&M offense.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's explosive offense. Run the football, start the pass, make a big catch, and then tell him right in for the touchdown.
10 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M extends to a 6-0 lead, and out there make this place kick after is Cameron Gillen, another one of those guys that is all first-team SWAC players.
What I'm talking about. We got a team full of SWAC, all conference SWAC players.
That kick is good, and the kick is good as Florida A&M extends to a 7-0 lead with 10 minutes and 41 seconds. Rattlers looking good on their first possession. You're in tune to the Rattlers Network.
Be sure to join us Saturday mornings on the Open Mic Broadcast Network for The Zone. Each week we produce a fresh take on the world that was throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. That is Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're looking to expand your business or services? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network help lead the way. With our customized campaigns, we are definitely able to reach your target audience. For more information, dial 832-213-8824. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics. The Prairie Athletic Club has been serving and supporting student athletes since 1986. This group of volunteers believe in supporting and the motto that Prairie View produces productive people. For more information on how you can become part of this winning team, simply dial 936-857-5817. Every time you support the Prairie View Athletic Club, you are supporting Prairie View Athletics, and it is also tax deductible. So once again, for more information on how to become a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, simply dial 936-857-5817. Who you rooting for? PVU.
They really look good on their first drive of the game.
I think it's important that you make a statement early in the game, and I tell you what, that's a beautiful drive. We had a nice run in there, a couple of nice runs, and then when she comes back, offensive player of the year, long bomb for a big-time completion, and then we take it right in for a touchdown. That sends a message right away and puts the defense in a situation where now they can go and do what they do.
Definitely. This game is being simulcast through the Open Mic Network. The network was created by Dr. Mike Prince to be a service to the Prairie View community. Their motto is serving the community through faith and athletics. So we got to say hello to the people out in Prairie View, Texas, from here in Tallahassee.
We salute you, Prairie View fans everywhere. From the highest of 7 hills
here in Tallahassee, Florida. And what a great program they have out there in Prairie View. Great set of people out there. And now, Coach Willie Simmons, he started his head coaching career out in Prairie.
He did, man. They have a beautiful campus and got about almost 10,000 students out there, man. They're getting it done out there in Prairie View, man. And I'm just glad we're here hosting these guys. And obviously, we want to take care of business while we're here.
Most definitely.
But we want to show them a good time.
Definitely. Prairie View has back to them right now Ryan Jenkins Jr. along with Coach. And this ball is going to hit, and Prairie View will start their offense at about the 20-yard line, and a big successful run for this Dark Cloud defense the first time around.
Yeah, Melvin, you know what, and the liquid sunshine has kind of dissipated a little bit. Now, we still got clouds, and I think it's a little drizzly. That kick, you can't tell that ball was wet. That's right. That's a great hit right there in the end zone on the kickoff.
And you said special teams will be really big in this game as Prairie View comes out with Trayvon Conley as their quarterback. He is an electric quarterback for Prairie View, and they're going to place this ball down at the 25-yard line of the Panthers. We have 10 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Florida A&M 7, Prairie View nothing. Give it up the middle. Trayvon keeps that ball, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, and he'll lose about 3 yards on that play out.
And I tell you what, the Rattlers defense, man, these guys are killers, man. I tell you what, that's a sack for a loss of about 8 yards on that particular play. I don't know if Trayvon knows what he wants to do. I mean, the whole play was discombobulated with the pass rush of the Rattler defensive line.
They're going to set this ball down at the 17-yard line of Prairie View. We have 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M 7, Prairie View nothing, as Prairie View on a 3-game winning streak, looking to get something going on offense under the direction of Trayvon Conley, and they're going to call a flag, and that's probably going to be a delay against Prairie View.
And I think it was a legal procedure against the tight end of the tackle. He jumped a little early, and that's going to cost them 5 more yards. That's going to make it second and a whole lot of yards.
Definitely. 9 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We are on Ken Raleigh Field at Prairie Memorial Stadium as Prairie View facing a second down and 22 yards to go as they place this ball down on the 12. And they're going to give this ball up the middle. It looks like it's Caleb. He's going to get about 3 yards on the carry.
I don't know if they realize they're playing against the #1 team in FCS football right
Number
now,
one.
The #1 defense in FCS. These guys aren't giving up anything. Anything you get, you're going to have to earn.
You're going to have to earn today. And we've had a delay as the Prairie View Panthers come out and they place this ball down on the 15-yard line of the Panthers. 9:14 left in the first quarter. I know from Field with Albert Chester. The kid is up the middle to their running back, and he gets a nice gain. He's going to bring him down out around the 25-yard line of Florida A&M.
That's going to still be about 8 to 10 yards short of a first down. That's going to force Prairie View to punt the football back to the Rattlers.
With 8 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Another for this dark cloud defense on their first possession. They intercept the ball. They turn it over to Florida A&M. Florida A&M on a big pass completion from Jeremy Musa into Marcus Riley. They get the ball on the 2-yard line. FAMU gets the score from Terrell Jennings. And now the Prairie View team, I guess this is what you call stunning.
Yeah, they're stunning a little bit, just trying to create a little problem.
Oh, that ball is almost blocked by Florida A&M. They get it off, and Sharif is going to let it hit, and it's going to bounce dead around the 48-yard line of Florida A&M on that play.
I'm not so sure that ball wasn't touched. That didn't travel like it should have. It may have been touched a little by the defender, a Rattler defender.
You're in tune to the Rattler Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
HBCU students, are you making a difference? Please challenge and support you in taking your dreams to new heights with a chance to win $5,000 and so much more. Fly now to the HBCU Mighty Information Showcase by uploading the video on MPC.com/RFM Showcase. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Mighty and life-changing connection. Limit necessary. Over the U.S. resident, age of majority. In less than 23. Boys and women, subject to the rules.
At Tallahassee Orthopedic Clinic, we help our patients pursue
back to Tallahassee, Florida. We're here on the beautiful campus for A&M University. The A&M Rattlers are hosting the Prairie from Prairie, Texas. Rattlers are up 7-0 over the Panthers, and now you've got to like the way Rattlers have started.
You know, one of the things we talked about is getting off to a good start, a fast start, doing just that. And I want to see us continue to do that. I got to admit, when Earl and Greg were talking, I went out and had a talk with the weather guard. And I asked him to just hold it up a little bit. Just hold it up a little bit. Let us jump on these guys real quick. And then that's all I asked for, a little time.
Just a little time.
Yeah, and then he can do what he wanted to do after.
Well, your prayers have been answered as the skies have cleared here in Tallahassee, Florida on Ken Raleigh Field at Prairie Memorial Stadium. I don't think here along with Albert Chester, and we have 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Rattlers getting ready to go on their second offensive possession of the afternoon. They place the ball down at the 43-yard line of Florida A&M. Jeremy Musa is your quarterback, and the give is up the middle to Terrell Jennings. He finds the room, and it's going to be near a Rattler first down.
And I tell you what, he was a step away from breaking that thing. I tell you, a little grass man got him, but I tell you what, he picked up enough to get a first down. Terrell Jennings from Jacksonville, Florida.
Definitely, and he lost some weight. He lost some weight.
Hey, man, he trimmed up nice this season, man, and we saw him take that thing about 65, 70 yards early in the season, man, and I'm looking for him to break one tonight. I'm looking for one of these back to set the tone here tonight.
Definitely. Rattlers have entered Panthers territory as they set the ball down at the 47th-yard line of Prairie View. Rattlers looking to extend this drive. Jeremy Moose under center. Look. Back to pass. Looking deep. There's the flag. They held up the Rattler receiver on that play. That ball was in Marcus Raleigh, and the Rattlers are going to advance their field position on the result of that play.
Yeah, the Moose tried to hit Marcus on a deep post. We've been throwing that route all year and had success. He had it open, and the quarterback said, I'm going to take this guy down because if I do, it's going to be a touchdown.
Definitely, and that's smart in the college room. Now talk about the difference between that in college and the pros.
In college, the infraction, wherever it happens with the infraction is where the ball was snapped as opposed to where the infraction is. In pro football, that ball would be down inside the 5-yard line. Field is taken to where the ball was snapped in college football.
7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. The A&M 7 Rattlers will put this ball down at about the 32-yard line of Prairie View as the Rattlers have a first down and 10 yards to go. Musa back to pass, looking, fires, and he has a man that looks like it's going to be Pruitt from about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, we'll take that, man. That's the equivalent of a run. Again, that's because the ball's a little heavy. We made the catch, made the connection. Hey, we seconded it about 3 or 4 yards.
So it wasn't so powerful that it knocked it down. That's what happened. He caught it and it knocked him down. And no Musa has an arm.
One thing for sure, make sure you look it in. When we talked about that fundamental, that's right. You got to look the football in because it's wet. It's heavy.
Definitely.
You got to do the right thing. 10 yards to you a fresh set of downs. That's all we're looking for.
Absolutely. They place this ball down at the 26-yard line of Prairie View. 6 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M up 7-0, and they're going to give this ball to Terrell Jennings. He finds a little bit of running room, and it's going to be near another first down.
Oh, no, he's got a first down, Melvin. I tell you what, Terrell Jennings just picked up about 6 yards on that play.
Kind of like what Florida A&M is doing on offense right now. I think they have the Panthers drilling a little bit. 6 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. I'm Melvin Beat here along with Albert Chester. We're on Ken Raleigh Field at Prairie Memorial Stadium. Rattlers up 7-0 and threatening as they place this ball down on the 20-yard line of Prairie View. And now Rattlers looking to make a statement.
I tell you what, they are making a statement, man. I like what I see, the discipline. These guys are really focused here for this championship football game.
Jeremy Musa back, and they make a flip.
I tell you what, nice reverse there. Marcus took that thing in. I tell you what, Musa pitched it to him. The rest was all Marcus doing what he does. He got that ball inside the 5-yard line for sure. Tempo offense for the Rattlers.
Ball on the 2-yard line. Musa out to his receiver. They're going to actually lose yardage on that play. It's going to be incomplete as they try to get that ball out to Jamari Sharif, and the Rattlers are looking at a 2nd down and goal to go.
Yeah, I tell you what, that play right there is a perfect example of that heavy ball.
Right.
You got to take your time and throw that thing out there. It's going to move a little slow. And the receiver's got to help him a little bit in making that catch.
They call their head coach Shotgun Simmons, and he will pass the ball anywhere on the field. The ball is marked at the 2-yard line. The kid is up the middle to Terrell Jennings. He's hit, and he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for 40.
I tell you what, it's 3rd in inches, though, man. I tell you, Terrell hit the A-gap between the guard and the center and was able to power drive. He is just inches away from a touchdown.
Definitely. It's 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Florida A&M threatening as they put this ball down 1-yard line. Raptors starting this drive from even their territory. And here we go. 3rd down and goal. The kid is in the middle. That's going to be a touchdown, FAMU. Touchdown, Rattlers. To a 13-0 lead.
I tell you what, that's a nice drive. Well executed, led by Jeremy Musa and Terrell Jennings. Rattlers looking impressive here after the rain delay. Here in Tallahassee, Florida, we have 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M, all SWAC first-team kicker, Cameron Gillis, on to kick the point after to extend the Rattler lead. That kick is up. And the kick is good as Florida A&M extends to a 14-0 lead here on King Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. You're in tune to the Rattlers Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment. As Florida A&M just go on a 7-play, 57-yard drive as they go up 14-0 over Prairie View. Now, what an impressive drive by the Rattlers. You know, we've been waiting all season to see this type of explosiveness from the offense. I tell you what, to see the mixture of run and play, running passes. I mean, even with the Lakers Sunshine, you're not missing a beat. And that's what the playing championship football. And these guys, I tell you, I don't worry about if they're going to win. How they're going to. I'm so proud of these guys, man, and I tell you what, if things continue, they're on the road to tie the 12-1 record that we had 45 years ago for the national championship.
And that was back in 1978. And Al, what was different? It was on the field the way they're doing it today.
Absolutely.
That team for Prairie View is Brian Jenkins and Terrell Coleman. Jenkins is the son of Brian Jenkins, who used to coach at Bethune-Cookman.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, they've got a receiver named Metcalf. He is Eric Metcalf's son, the grandson of Terry Metcalf, who was my roommate, blocker mate in Toronto.
Panthers are going to take this ball at the 2-yard line, and they're get this ball out. He's got a nice running. He breaks the tackle, and that's a nice return from Prairie View out around the 40-yard line. Great return by their special teams guy.
So he did a super job. He was able to get that ball all the way back to about the 39, 40-yard line of Prairie View.
4 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We're on Ken Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. I'm Norman Field here along with Albert Chester. Rattlers have extended to a 14-0 as Prairie View comes out for their third offensive possession on the afternoon. They're led by Trayvon Conley. They're going to mark this ball down at the 40-yard line. And the give is up the middle to their running back. A little bit of running room, and that's a nice run, Al, in there for about 6 yards.
That's what he attacked. Got a nice push right there at the point of attack, which is the left side, the opposite line. He's able to pick up about 6, 7 yards. So I'll make it a second and about 3.
4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Florida A&M up 14-0 over Prairie View. They set this ball down at about the 47-yard line of the Panthers as they're looking to get something going on offense. They're led by Trayvon Conley. Second down, 4 yards to go. Panthers give us up the middle to the running back, and it looks like he's going to have a hit. First down.
Again, right in the same area, that left side of the offensive line. A nice push, picked up enough for the first down. They have a lot of success running the football. I mean, their meat and potatoes is running the football, and he's the guy that likes to carry it. Now, Trayvon can pick it up and throw it too now. You got to keep eyes on him, and he can also run. He can break, contain, and extend the play.
This team won the Southwestern Athletic Conference West, and give Trayvon, he's just a right now. They have won 3 games in a row. They beat Alabama State, a good Alabama State team, and they're playing here in Bragg today.
Yeah, that came right back with a little run-pass option there, and the Rattler defense just snipped that hole out. That's why you threw that ball out of bounds. There was nothing there.
Definitely. It's 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter here in Tallahassee, Florida. We had a delay earlier, a rain delay. The game started about 32 minutes later. Rattlers have showing out with 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here's Prairie View on a second down and 10 yards to go, and the Rattler defense is going to stack the running back up, but he gets about 3 yards on the board.
I tell you what, he was able to pick up about 5 or 6 yards to the short side of the field. That was the quarterback on that run.
It was.
Yeah, they're trying to get him involved in the running of the football. They can run about 7. 3 minutes, 1 second in the first quarter. Rattler territory. They pushed this ball down 46-yard line for A&M. Panthers looking to make something happen behind their quarterback. Now, we talked about this. Who turn their season around. They come in at 6-5, and they're looking to make something happen here. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers. Yes, it's going to be 4th and 10. They're going to have to punt the football. They had trips to the wide side of the field. Tried to hit a slot receiver on a curl. That ball kind of got away from him a little bit again because it's probably heavy.
Yes.
And wet. Yes. And that ball got away from him. Incomplete pass. The Rattlers will get the ball back on turnover down.
We have the quarterback in the booth, Al Chester, and he's relating to us how heavy that ball is when it's wet. The rain has let up a little bit here in Tallahassee as Prairie View facing a 4th down and 6 yards to go, and they get this punt off. And we're going to look to call a fair catch at around the 15-yard line. The Rattlers will start there. So with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Florida A&M 14, Prairie View nothing. We'll be back
in a moment.
FAMU football season is ready to strike. Cheer the Rattlers to victory and be entertained by the marching 100 this football season at Bragg Memorial Stadium. The game is over.
Memorial Stadium Rattlers getting ready to go. They set the ball down at the 15-yard line. Musa back to back, and he popped this ball off. It's going to be maybe the Rattlers lost about 5 yards.
Yeah, a little double slide, tried a little quick pass to the back, trying to set up a little screen action, right? And Panthers did a good job of sniffing that out for a loss of about 5
2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M 14. Prairie, nothing. They're going to set this ball down at the 9-yard line of Florida A&M. The Rattlers with 2 successful offensive possessions extended to a 14-0 lead. And now the Rattlers are looking at a second down at about 16 yards to go from their own 9-yard line. Musa back, looking. On the play intended for Jamari Sharif.
They were trying to get half of it back. But again, I think the weather had an impact on that throw. Now, Musa had a little shoulder injury a couple of weeks ago, still trying to recover from that. That ball's a little heavy. It makes it tough to throw. He's got to take his time and step it in and really make that throw. That's an easy throw, and that's one that's tough to defend, that little butt hook right there in the middle of the zone.
You know, they sent him out against Lincoln University, Al, and that was to give him some time to get a little bit better. He came out, looked better against Bethune-Cookman, but he still could be facing effects from that injury. It's going to be third down, 16 yards to go. Florida A&M moves it back in his end zone, looking, fires, and he's gonna miss his receiver, Jamari Sharif, and the Rattlers will have to turn this ball over.
Yeah, he had him open on a corner route, deep corner route, but that was just a bad throw by Musa. And I think that's the first series that we've seen him not connect with his receivers. Now, that shoulder could be hurting. Could be the heavy ball or a combination of both.
Right.
You know, one of the questions that came up, our football players thinking it would be a penalty if the knees were shown. Nowadays, these kids can almost roll their pants all the way up. But, they have like full body suits on now. They don't slip the pads in the pants like they used to. So it's not a penalty anymore. They let them play like that. And I guess it is what it is. That's the evolution of the game. The evolution.
Absolutely. The evolution of the game. This is a nice punt by Trey Wilhart. He's going to flip the field as this ball goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. We are pleased to have in the booth with us Earl Kitchen. He has done some tremendous things here at Florida A&M, the former marketing director in our athletic department. It's good to have Earl on.
Oh, no doubt about it. I tell you what, he and Greg had some good conversation while I had my conversation with the weather guy.
Yes, definitely. And folks, I was up here with 3 Jacksonville guys. Now imagine that. 3 Jacksonville guys, and 2 of them have the mic. So that's interesting thing.
Sound like big trouble.
Oh, big trouble.
Big trouble. I tell you what, that was a nice punt right there. He flipped the field on that punt. He kicked that ball deep and out of territory, man, and put that ball inside the 40-yard line of Prairie.
It's effectively a 62-yard punt because he did kick. Here's Prairie. Ball marked at the 42-yard line. Trayvon, he's going deep. Got a man, and it's going to be defended well in there by Kendall Bowler as he had a man open.
Yeah, I tell you what, a little play-action pass. The receiver thought he was open. I think he thought he was going to get a little interference on that play, but it didn't come down. Kendall Bowler, the best corner guy we have, great play on that. Sometimes those receivers think it's separation. You have great corners. It's a different picture.
1 minute, 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They placed the ball down at the 39-yard line of the Panthers. They're looking at a second down and 10 yards to go. And Trayvon is going to put his ball out on a bubble screen. The ball is dropped by the receiver, and that's going to bring up third down for the Panthers.
With a little spot pass out there to his receiver, trying to get it to his playmakers, trying to make some things happen. That ball short. That's a tough throw, man. With that hit ball, man. I don't care what anybody says. That's a tough throw in these kind of conditions.
Definitely. go. Even on a good day. Here we go.
Third down. 10 yards to go. Prairie A&M. Ball mark on the 39-yard line. Looking to come in. This is Florida A&M football team. They're led by Trayvon Conley. Looking, and he's looking, and he's looking. Fires, and it's going to be incomplete as he misses his receiver around the 45-yard line, and the Panthers would turn this ball over on down. Yeah, Trayvon was trying to hit his wide receiver on a deep dig route across the middle. There were 3 Rattlers close by. That ball fell short. They're going to have to turn it over on down.
1 minute, 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M up 14-0. Again, folks, we experienced a rain delay here in Tallahassee of 32 minutes, but we finally have gotten this kick underway, and it's 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Back deep for Florida A&M is Jamari Sharif. The referees,
it's probably called
officials on the play, drop a flag down. It looks like it's going to be a penalty. How did you see? It looks like it's going to be against Prairie View.
Yeah, it's against Prairie View.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Against Prairie View.
Yeah, I missed the signal on that.
They marked the ball down at the 34-yard line as Jason kicks this ball. Fair caught by Jamari at the 29-yard line of Florida A&M. Rattlers a takeover there. Al, this is an extended first quarter. A lot of action going on.
Well, I tell you what, it actually is a lot quicker than what we normally used to because they're running the football.
That's right.
And I like to salute the Prairie View punter. He's done a good job putting a height on the football. So I got getting an opportunity to return that thing, man. But just enough that we got to fair catch that thing so we can't return it. And it makes our offense line back up and try to be productive.
1 minute in the first quarter as they placed this ball down at the 29-yard line. Florida A&M as the Rattlers turned the ball over on downs on their last possession. And Jeremy Musa back to pass finds Jamari Sharif. Make the move, and they're going to bring him down after a minimal gain of about 1 yard.
That's another one of those plays where you try to get the ball to your playmaker, let him do what he do, that little quick screen out there to him. I tell you what, he almost got away, but credit the Prairie View Panthers with great defense on that play.
Clock is ticking. 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Florida A&M up 14-0 over Prairie View as they place this ball down at about the 30-yard line. Florida A&M FAMU is looking at a second down and 9 yards to go. Jeremy Musa back to pass, fires out, has a man. That's Marcus Riley. Take that. That's Marcus Riley. I get him mixed up with Gaston.
They all look alike. They do. I tell you what, that was a nice little quick out route. He's just about a yard short of a first down. That's going to be third and about 1. But all he ran was a little 10, 8-yard out route. And couldn't pick up everything but a yard. Trying to give him a first down. It's going to make it third and about 1.
That's the end of the first quarter here on Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. We're here in the state's capital, Tallahassee, Florida, as the Florida A&M Rattlers have extended to a 14-0 lead. You're in tune to the Rattlers Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
Join us daily for Southwestern Athletic Conference and Prairie View A&M University Panthers coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. By far, we are the only network in the community that is providing this type of coverage each and every day for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Don't forget, you can join in on the website at obnradio.com. Click on the 24-hour stream, listen to content that way, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. How you doing? It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. People often ask us how can they enjoy our daily content that we provide at the network. Well, there are several ways you can do so. You can first go to the website at obnradio.com. Once you get to the website, there is a 24-hour stream that you can listen to. And in the event that there's a live game going on, you can listen by clicking the Listen Live link or by dialing 857-777-0000. For those of you who may miss the live coverage, you can always join in on our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And that, my friend, is how you stay up to date with the things provided each and every day here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Prairie View Athletic Club has been serving and supporting student athletes since 1986. This group of volunteers believe in supporting and the motto that Prairie View produces productive people. For more information on how you can become part of this winning team, simply dial 936-857-5817. Every time you support the Prairie View Athletic Club, you are supporting Prairie View Athletics, and it is also tax deductible. So once again, for more information on how to become a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, simply dial 936-857-5817. Who you rooting for? PVU.
We got 1,000 pounds with the running back. Their whole foundation on their offense, their running game, and coach. 7% comes out of this. And I tell you, you ask me it all the time, and I tell you, the guy's getting it done, man. And I still think that he's going to get some national recognition before the season is over because of accomplishments and the team's accomplishments. But I tell you what, man, my concern, obviously, right now, we want to take care of these guys and take care of how it and win a national championship. Let's see how it all plays out. I hope we can keep the guys. We need to be coming up with a plan to try to keep them around here for a while.
Definitely. They're bound to start the second quarter. Florida A&M comes out, and they place the ball down on the 38-yard line of Florida A&M. It's third down and 1 yard to go for Florida A&M. As Busa is under center and looking to make something happen. Actually, they snap the ball directly to the running back who plays a pass. They hit a running back. He's still running. That was a trick play, Al.
So what it was, Musa, that was a direct snap to the running back. Musa actually flanked out his wide receiver. The running back ran up in the line. He was just waiting for the guy to come open, and he tossed a nice pass over there for a big game.
He looked like Tim Tebow. Place this ball down at the 31-yard line of Prairie View. First down, 10 yards to go. Rattlers, 14 minutes. 25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M up 14-0 as the Rattlers with a unique play have a first down deep in Prairie View territory.
Look for shotgun to throw in a little trickery. Look for shotgun to throw in a little trickery.
First down, 10 yards to go. And then this is back to pass. Oh, that ball was almost intercepted, Al, as he was late on that throw.
I was very late on that throw. I mean, that was like too late on that throw.
10 yards to go for A&M. We have 13 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I know it will be Albert Chester. Florida A&M their first postseason game since 1998. Last time the Rattlers hosted here, they played Troy State. Troy University, they sprout on here for this SWAC championship. Second down, 10 yards to go. Florida A&M. The kid is to turn forward. He's the transfer out of the University of Nebraska, a local kid out of Tallahassee.
Big kid, and he's about 6'2", 235, and he can tote it. He only picked up about, but I tell you what, the kid who hit him, he's going to be sore tomorrow. going to be third and about 7.
With 13 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is the SWAC championship between Florida A&M and Prairie View A&M University. It's the battle of the A&M here in Bragg. This is your quarterback. The give is to Jacquez. This time he falls ahead up there about an 8-yard run. That looks like there's going to be another Rattler. First down. Boom.
I told you that boy is big and can carry the ball. He ran backwards for about 5 yards. But I tell you what, that's a sweet first down right there. Nice run. Great confidence in having him. Coach having and giving him the ball, giving him an opportunity to run that thing again. We can run the football. We can push people.
Absolutely. They placed this ball down at about the 19-yard line of Prairie. First up, 10 yards to go, Florida A&M. The give is to again, and he's met, but he's still running, and he's going to get an additional 2 yards. The whole thing.
I'm telling you, man, he's a low 6'2", 235, man. He can tote it. And when you see him without a shirt, he looks like he's a sculpted guard, man.
One of the guys you think can move the building.
Oh man, he can pick up the building.
Definitely. That's going to be second down, 6 yards to go. But folks, they hit him in the backfield, and he carried several Panthers about 4 yards. And they're going to place this ball down at about the 15-yard line of the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Florida A&M facing a second down, 7 yards to go. We're here on Ken Raleigh Field. So back. 1-yard line, big play for Florida A&M, and we're trying to see it. That Kamari Young fell short. Now Prairie View is saying that he fumbled this ball around the end zone, but there's been no indication that ball will be down. Yeah, he's already down, but the Prairie View player fell short. But they're going to say that this ball is down on the 1-yard line. I'm not sure the officials are going to review this.
After immediate review, the run was down by contact.
So they're ruling that Kamari Young is down by contact at the 1-yard line. What happened, folks, is he caught this ball. He was hit. He reached out across the end zone and tried to put it in. Ball hit down at the 1-yard line. And here go the Rattlers on a tempo offense, ready to try and push the score up. Football A&M. First down, Rattlers, and there's going to be a stoppage play down on the field. It looks like a timeout has been called with 10 minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M 14, Prairie View nothing. You're in tune to the Rattlers Sport Network. We'll be back in a moment. PVU students.
North Central Florida area since 1996. Professional service to 2,000 retail customers in our Wilson County, Tallahassee, and Oakland.
Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida, the state capital of Florida. We're here at 10:57 left in the second quarter. Florida A&M almost scored on that play. Al, you actually thought that ball broke the plane.
I actually did, man. I got to say this. First of all, we throw the ball to our wide receivers so much, but the tight ends are always open. I always say that's the easiest throw to make. Nevertheless, the H-back and the tight end are always open. In the middle of the field, that's the easy throw. On that particular play, he reached over and he broke the plane, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a touchdown. Now, they're looking at it to see if it was a fumble. The ground can't cause a fumble.
Right.
And I think we're going to get the ball back on the 1 yard line. But it looked to me like it was a touchdown. Now, from the angle I look, but I'm sitting in the booth. Yeah, so we'll see how they call it. But nevertheless, I like what I see from our offense. I like the kind of plays we're calling. I think Shotgun's done his homework.
Yes.
Preparation is the key.
It's the key to victory, definitely.
Any way you look at it.
Definitely. He's had 2 weeks. See?
Oh, absolutely, in the lab.
Yeah.
2 weeks. He's in the lab.
Yeah, he's in the lab. So here we go for it. Florida A&M is looking at a 1st and goal. They place the ball down at the 1 yard line of Prairie View. Rattlers looking to extend their lead. Musa is your quarterback, under center. And the give is up the middle. And it's going to be a touchdown, FAMU, touchdown Rattlers, as they extend to a 20-0 lead over Prairie View.
A whole lot of good stuff happens when that quarterback is under center.
I love it. The quarterback in the booth, a big advocate of the quarterback being under center. Coach Chester has been calling for that all year long as we bring in our own SWAC kicker, Cameron Gillis, to attempt the point after to extend this Rattler lead over Prairie View. The kick is up, and the kick is good as Florida A&M extends to a 21-0 lead over Prairie View at 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. You're in tune to the Rattler Sports Network.
Be sure to join us Saturday mornings on the Open Mic Broadcast Network for The Zone. Each week we produce a fresh take on the world that was throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. That is Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're looking to expand your business or services? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network help lead the way. With our customized campaigns, we are definitely able to reach your target audience. For more information, dial 832-213-8824. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Prairie Athletic Club has been serving and supporting student athletes since 1986. This group of volunteers believe in supporting and the motto that Prairie View produces productive people. For more information on how you can become part of this winning team, simply dial 936-857-5817. Every time.
Welcome back to Kent Valley Field at Flag Memorial Stadium. The Florida A&M Rattlers have extended to a 21-0 lead over Prairie View. And now this Florida A&M offense is looking more diverse than we've seen this season.
What we're waiting for, man. This is the kind of explosiveness that we know the potential that they have. And we've been kind of waiting to see it all year. We've been sputtering here, sputtering there, winning, but sputtering.
Yes.
And here tonight, I mean, I tell you what, I like the way we're peaking at the right time. At the right time. I tell you what, I'll take it in today, man. And I tell you, I love the play calling by Coach Summers. I love the execution by the quarterback. And offense. Of course, the defense, man. I don't have to say anything about the defense. These guys are lights out. Oh, loud. I think first you think there's 25 guys out there on defense. 4 guys out there, man. I say every time they turn around and they see the white helmet.
Yeah.
Get ready to kick this ball out for the Rattlers.
Back deep is Brian Jenkins, Jr. for Prairie View, and he's going to let that ball go into the end zone, and Prairie View will come out and start their possession from the 25-yard.
And I tell you what, you cannot tell that the ball is heavy or wet with the way our guys are kicking this football, man. And you can't tell me anything about the power of prayer. I went out there and prayed hard, man, and the weather gods have blessed us. We don't have any rain right now. We got a little dark clouds, but I mean, we talk about the dark clouds.
Are you talking about those guys on the field?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Remaining, they set the ball down. They come down preview. He lifts the pass. He has a man open. 38-yard line, and that's going to be a nice first down play for Prairie View.
I tell you what, he hit his receiver right there in the hole, playing a little zone defense, a nice curl route, and was able to pick up 10 or 12 yards for first down.
That ball was complete in the play from Makai Metcalf. And that's the guy that you were talking about earlier. The first down, 10 yards to go. Prairie View to give us up the middle. This looks like Caleb Johnson. He's going to be next. And several Rattlers for a minimal gain on the play.
I tell you what, I like the discipline of our defensive line right there. They had a chance. They could have hit him out of bounds and not going to pull up. That's playing good sound football. You know, we want to minimize those penalties and play good football, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. I tell you what, Coach Simmons took these guys. They stayed at a hotel last night.
Oh, did they?
Yes. And I tell you what, to get them away from everything and everybody. And I tell you what, I love the preparation piece that what we've seen here as we get ready to tunnel our way into Atlanta.
9 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trey's uncoming. Back to slide down around the 50-yard line for a sizable gain. It's going to bring up third down and 2 for Prairie View.
Trayson can run the football. He can extend the play. And we saw him do that the last time. And they took a good challenge. Not let him break the team.
This is a Prairie View team that is probably the team that fought 45-7 back here in late October. This team has ripped off 3 straight wins. It beat Alabama State to clinch this appearance here in the championship. Did you see what happened?
It was offsides on Prairie View. That's going to be 3rd and about 8 now, as opposed to 3rd and 3.
Referees are going to move this ball back, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. Maybe not. Maybe not. They move the ball back to the 40. It's going to bring a third down and about 7 yards to go for Prairie View. We have 8 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Florida A&M up 1-0 over Prairie View. Trayson Cummings, future quarter in the backfield. Brought down and down a big play. Like General Hunt for the Rattlers on the side.
That is big General Hunt who plays nose guard, man. And I tell you what, he's punishing that guy in the middle. Prairie View actually was going to trip to one side and the Twins to the other side in the backfield. Trayson got sacked. He's down on the field right now. I think
Trayson down on the field.
Check that.
Can you see?
Not true, man. That's a big run last night.
Gentle Hunt and sets up the Panthers to turn the ball. That is Trayson. I thought it was Trayson. He's all right.
I think Gentle Hunt fell on that shoulder.
Yeah.
And Gentle, there's nothing gentle about Hunt. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. And I think that might be his throwing shoulder. He might be done. Let's hope not. But I tell you what, a tremendous athlete. He took a little beat in the wrist that was good. Yeah. I think that right there is not good. That's not good at all. We certainly hope that the young man is okay. It looks like 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter as Prairie is set to kick this ball and punt it. Sharif calls for a fair catch around the 24-yard line. And we have this going on at about the 50-yard line between the Rattlers and the Panthers. Officials are stepping in between right now. Don't see any flags just yet. Yes, there's one down at the 45-yard line, and I can imagine that the Panthers are a little salty about losing their quarter. I think they are, but that penalty was away from the ball, so we kind of missed it. We initiated it. Maybe it's how this is played out. I think the Panthers salty. You know what? When you get grind up to it, right. But we want to play a good, clean football game. We're playing on national television, not national audience, but I'm sure Coach McDowell and obviously Coach Simmons will do a good squared away football. Call was third and quarter, and it should offset that. Interesting to see if they have to change this ball. The timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Unit 2 to the Rattlers. He wants to support you in taking your place in the leader. Tallahassee, Florida. We're on the campus of Florida A&M University, where the Florida A&M Rattlers are hosting their first postseason game since 1998. They're hosting the Prairie A&M Panthers. This is here from Texas. We have 8 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M up 21-0. This game is being simulcast through the Open Mic Network, the network that was created by Dr. Mike Prince to be of service to Prairie A&M University. Their motto is serving the community through faith and athletics. Here we go. Rattlers at the 25-yard line. They're on the 25-yard line with 8 minutes and 1 second remaining. And the give is to a nice running back for Rattlers who hurdled a running back, and he's still running. Can't see who that was. It was Terrell Jennings, and he hurdled one of the Panther defenders. What a nice run, Al. Now, this young man out of Jackson. It was well contained, and just shows some athleticism, man. I mean, just it looks like the opponent's coming holding him. Yes, but that does not negate A great run. Great run.
Yeah, absolutely. By Terrell Jennings, and this man has a tremendous story out of Jacksonville, and he has really endured. He showed a lot of great resilience and really got into the training room during the off season. Started this season as the number 3 running back, but he has exploded to be the number 1 running back. Tremendous running back out of Jacksonville. They place this ball down at 15-yard line, and it's 1st and 20 for FAMU. And that ball is going to be defended well on the play. That's going to be an incomplete pass for Florida A&M.
They're trying to hit David Madigan on a curl route, and well defended by Prairie View.
7 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M 21, Prairie View nothing. As Florida A&M and Prairie View have withstood a 32-minute rain today here in Tallahassee. Rained all last night most of the day. Rattlers facing second down, 20. Crucified. For a short game. Incomplete pass. That's correct. Intended for Kamari Young.
I tell you, we're trying to hit the H back again just to get half of it back, because it's going to be third and about 20.
7 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here on King Lowry Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. I'm Open Field here along with Alan Chester. We are looking at the championship game between FAMU and Prairie, and it's the battle of A&M. Rather facing a third down and 20 to go. Jeremy Moose back to the pass. Fires. Incomplete, and the Rattlers have to turn this ball over on down.
That's it. Was trying to hit a crossing route in the middle. They hit 3 deep. He had 3 deep on that particular play. Trying to hit right up under those 3 safety guys. Real short. Which will be fourth and about 20. Back for go to a hallmark. You're not watching Alabama. It's up 17-7 over Georgia, the number 1 team in the country, and it's halftime. That's going to be
that is interesting.
A dog fight.
That is a dog fight, and Alan's interesting because if Alabama wins this game, I believe Georgia's number 1 in the country, and they said this is a winner-take-all type thing. But you got to know, Georgia probably would have a chance. Now, the street is Florida State University. They'll great teams in the playoff competition. So we're going to wish Florida State well as they go up against Louisville tonight.
I tell you what, they probably need to borrow Musa tonight, because they got the first team quarterback out. The second team quarterback is suspect, and they may be going with a true freshman here tonight against Louisville in the ACC championship game. We'll see how it all plays out.
They place this ball down at 14-6 yards. This Sunday. Give
yes, they do.
And that quarterback trying to find him on the roster.
Number 17, Kenneth K.J. Patterson. He's 6 foot 200 out of Cypress, Texas.
Interesting, because their number 2 quarterback on the depth chart was Channing Dumas Jr. So we're seeing another quarterback.
We got KJ in there right now. Kenneth K.J. Patterson. I know the folks back in Prairie, you know who he is.
Yeah, definitely. 6 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M up 21-0. And the pass is intercepted. In there it was that Kendall Bowler. 2 for Florida A&M in there. Big play by Javon Morgan.
I think what Javon Morgan just stepped right in front of that little slant route, and he was just a shoestring away from breaking that to 6.
ground defense. Intercept the pass. Florida A&M is going to take over the ball. 44-yard line of Prairie View with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
What happens a lot of times is the backup quarterback doesn't get as many reps in practice, so he doesn't get a chance to practice much. So he's got a little spider web to shake off.
Yeah, down a pass. Oh, Rattles been looking for a little trickery there as they got the ball to Marcus Riley. He pulled up and looked to pass the ball, but was hit at the last minute on that play, and it's going to bring up second down for FAMU.
A little reverse pass, and people don't remember that Marcus Riley was a quarterback in high school.
Oh, well.
Yes, sir. He could do it. I mean, he was the gospel truth. And I tell you what, he was trying to. He looked downfield, had his guy, but he took a shot from behind, and I think that took care of that. But a good play, good attempt. After you get a big interception, you try to get him off right. Second at about 17.
They're going to mark that ball back. Now, 8-yard line in FAMU territory. And, you know, if he can transfer. They're going to review that call.
Yeah, that should actually be an incomplete pass.
That's what I thought.
He wasn't tackled. At least that's what I thought.
Along with Albert Chester. We're here at Kent Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium for the 2023 Southwestern Athletic Conference Football Championship between Florida A&M and Prairie View A&M University. The Rattlers are up 21-0 over the Panthers. And again, now, the Panthers team right now are struggling with the loss of their 30 quarterback. We're hoping that that young man comes back in the game, but now it looked like it was a scoring shoulder that General Hunt fell on. Just wish him success in your recovery.
Back and hate to go down like that. Football is a violent game played by violent people. There's nothing gentle about it.
No, it's not.
By General Hunt, and he's a big guy too, man. Quarterback, he got hit from behind and fell on that shoulder. Got that extra weight coming down. That's a whole lot to bear. And that throwing shoulder on top of it.
Right. And Coach Simmons said that if General Hunt is 2 inches tall, they have
absolutely. Baseball and football sometimes, but they shy away from the short guys, the shorter nose tackles, if you will. But when he plays, he may get a look because depending on the scheme that a team is playing at the next level, he can play football somewhere because he has the speed, strong as a bull.
Yes, he is,
and he makes things happen right there over the center.
He was voted a second all-SWAC defensive player, and now has struggled with a lot of injuries himself. And he's definitely played like a team.
Well, if you think about it, a whole lot of activities going on in the trenches down there. Yeah. So most of the guys who play that nose tackle position, you don't want to look at their hands, their ankles, their knees, because they're being blocked and all kinds of things are happening. So what a talent he is, and a very special player for the Rattlers doing his tenure.
Rattlers on offense, as we mentioned earlier, the SWAC first team all conference player of the year is Jeremy Newsom. Now we don't talk about the other guy who is also first team all-SWAC on offense, Cameron Cope, offensive lineman. We don't talk about this, but we lost Jalen Goss for the season. This offensive line has been banged up, but what a tremendous season by Cameron Cope.
Hey man, you know what? It happens in all the football. You always look at the level players, the running backs and quarterbacks. But it all starts up front with those guys pushing people around, and Kobe's been the guy who stepped up and stepped out, man. He's made things happen. I hope he gets a chance and opportunity to play at the next level.
Gives the ball in, and that running back on that play is Terrell Jennings, and he gets minimal yardage on the.
Actually, he's also about 2, and I tell you what, that's a good read by the Panther defense. Blitz from the corner because he came unblocked and he was able to run Terrell down before he can get going. So it's going to be third and about 12.
5 minutes, 41 seconds. Second quarter. We're on Ken Valley at Prairie State in Florida's capital city of Tallahassee on the beautiful campus of Florida A&M University, where the Rattlers are facing a third down and 13 yards to go. They marked this ball down. 7 yards. Jerry Lewis actually gives it to his running back. Nice move. As he moves several players on the play, it's going to be short of the first down, but some nice wiggle room for Terrell Jennings.
And some laundry on the field.
Is that in the area of hope?
Could be. He lined up offside.
Outside against Prairie, and based on where this ball is marked now, it'll be interesting. They're going to put the ball down on the 44-yard line, and that's a makeable 3rd and 8 for Florida A&M. Jeremy Musa is your quarterback. We have 4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jeremy Musa looking to do something. They're going to call that flag on Florida A&M. I saw Musa move.
Yeah, there was some movement up front too as well. Musa got to sit tight. They're going to call that against them. That's going to be 3rd. They gave us 5 yards. We got it right now.
It's going to be 3rd and 18.
Yeah, there we go.
So the Rattlers come into this game looking to extend to 20 straight home wins. Second in the country to Montana State, who has 26. Rattlers have looked good. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jerry Musa is your quarterback. He's back to pass. Look. Now and he breaks containment. He looks back. And that should have been a catch. Should have been a catch in there by Riley. And they dropped that ball. And now the Rattlers will have to turn it over on down.
No, actually Musa rushed that ball. That ball fell short, but he had his receiver open. Probably enough for the first down, but that was one of those balls that went in the dirt. That was Musa's fault. That was on Musa. He had him. He extended the play. He came out running to his right, and he rushed that throw, and that ball got away from him. I still think his shoulder may be bothering him.
Just a little bit. And a heavy wet ball.
Yes, sir.
4 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Back to kick is Trey Wilhart. And this will be a precision kick. As he kicks this ball, he's looking to put it inside the 10-yard line. And we have some activity going on the field. What do you see, Earl?
The flag right here at the 45, but the ball actually went inside the 5-yard line. That ball was down inside the 5-yard line. Great punt, but not quite sure what the maybe offside against Prairie.
That would be interesting. It would make it about a 4th and 7 if it's against Prairie. Are talking. Again, an effective punt by Trey Wilson. He's a transfer that was an All-American.
Illegal formation.
So the call is illegal formation against Florida A&M. That's going to cost the Raps 5 yards, and you got to take that because of where he kicked the ball.
Right, we're going to make some fun of it again.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Florida A&M up 21 to 9 here in the 2023 Southwestern Athletic Conference Football Championship being hosted here in Tallahassee, Florida. Will gets this ball off. Again, being strategic.
That was close. He did it again almost. It hit inside the 5-yard line, but it tumbled over into the end zone. But that was a great hit.
Great real hit. One of those players that Coach Stock maybe should have made at least second. You see that here. Shake it up. Yeah.
But you know what? We got a good football team. We can get all phases of the game. We can easily have all the series.
Prairie for a pickup of about 9 yards on the play. Make that about 7 yards, 6 yards on the play for Prairie, as they're going to mark this ball down on about the 26-yard line of the Panthers. Pass out, up screen complete. Break it back. Field open, and he's going to get a first down, and they're going to bring him down about the 37-yard effective play for the Panthers.
I tell you what, there's a bubble screen to the right. He made some people miss and ended up going all the way back to the left, and enough to pick up the first down. And what I like is that they're making little easy throws for the quarterback to make completion. Give the ball to the playmakers now. They make easy throws so the young man can get warmed up a little bit.
That run. First down and 10 yards to go. Prairie as they mark this ball down at the 37-yard line. The Panthers. The give is up the middle to the running back. Netted there by a slew of players led by that SWAC defensive player of the year, Isaiah Major, as well as Stanley Minter.
I tell you what, there's a lot of white helmets in. And defense plays a lot of pride. These guys, first in the nation. Started at number 7 and 5, and then the season finished number 1 in the nation. The 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the half. In Rattler territory at around the 46-yard line. Deep out. It's a little late, and I'm surprised coverage was so backed off. A good completion and a first down for the Panthers.
1 minute, 56 seconds. Florida A&M up. 47-yard Florida A&M, and the ball is down as the quarterback attempted to complete the pass. That is down by one of the Rattlers' defensive linemen, and it's going to bring up a second down and 10 yards to go for Prairie.
They tried a little play action pass and a little quick pop pass, and it was not second and 10. The 40.
Well, and he completes this pass out to about the 25-yard line of Florida A&M. Effective play for the Panthers.
Give a nice little cushion over that wide receiver. That's pretty good over there.
4 seconds remaining. Down. He loses several Rattlers, and this looks like it's going to be a Panther. He's still battling. In there for the Panthers on the second run for Prairie there.
They get coached up too.
Yes.
They got a good push on that line of scrimmage, and Mac was able to pick up some additional yards. They're inside the 15-yard line right there.
An effective run for another one. That's the middle. 2 yards. They're going to bring him down about the 8-yard line. And now it would be important for the Panthers to score before the half.
Well, I think they like to at least feel good about it. They actually scoring when they got a field goal kicker, but I mean, they like to score a touchdown and try to at least feel like they're scoring.
He's going to score. He's going to score. Big play in there for Prairie View as they get the run from Caleb Johnson on a 7-yard run as the Panthers get back into the ball game.
Yeah, Caleb is that guy for them. He makes it happen. He's 5'9", 210. They would attack the left side of the line. They continue to attack the left side of the line until that quarterback as well. I mean, he completed a couple passes during that drive that were effective.
Check the point after. And it's good. As Prairie View pulls to within 14 of FAMU with 44 seconds remaining. In the second quarter, we have a score of 21-7, Florida A&M. You're in tune to the Rattlers Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment. As the teams are coming back out of this timeout with 10 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the game. And Al, it's interesting. We've been here for quite some time now. And the fans have come back into the stadium as well. So that's encouraging for Florida A&M.
Absolutely.
Quarterback back to pass, looking, fires. And it's going to be incomplete. And Prairie View will have to turn this ball over on downs with 10 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Florida A&M 21, Prairie View 7. And right now, Al, we talked about the impact of the players, but the coaches are also in a rhythm when they're calling the game. Talk a little bit about how it impacts them as well.
Well, you know, it has the same kind of impact it does the players. You know, when you're concerned about making sure your team stays in a rhythm, you got a good feel for what's going on the field, and then all of a sudden, you know, the game is stopped or delayed, and you have to reload.
And we have to do the same thing as Gassett returns this punt out to around the 35-yard line as Florida A&M take over on offense with 10 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the benefit to us, Al, is that sometimes during these delays, you get to talk to people like Earl Kitchen.
Well, yeah, you got to find some positive. There's some positive in every negative.
Every negative,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's important.
Absolutely.
As we get some knowledge that we didn't have before. But again, we're back here on Ken Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium as the Rattlers are taking over. They're going to mark this ball down at the 35-yard line of Florida A&M. Jeremy Musa, all SWAC, Offensive Player of the Year, gives the ball off to his running back. I believe that's Terrell Jennings on the carry. Jamari Shareed.
A jet sweep action there.
Yeah.
And trying to get the ball to your playmakers. Give them an opportunity to do what they do as we still deal with the weather. It is still raining, but no lightning.
And that's the important thing. Jeremy Musa under center. Rattlers facing a second down, 8 yards to go. The give, again, is to a running back, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up third down and short for the Rattlers.
Yeah, came back with the same play to the other side, the jet sweep action to the receiver, tempo offense. Rattlers trying to take advantage, third and about 1.5 yards.
Give again. It's to the running back. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he may be a little bit short as they bring him down right at about the 45-yard line. He needed to get to the 46 on a third down and 2 play. And now, right now, it's fourth down for Florida A&M. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Simmons does. It doesn't look like he is going to bring out his punter, Trey, real hard. And this is going to be an interesting call for the Rattlers on a fourth down and 1 yard to go.
Yeah, with the ball on the Rattler side of the 50-yard line, feeling real comfortable we can get that first down.
It's huge right now because we're just coming out of this weather delay, and it'll be interesting. They give the ball to the running back. He's hit. I don't think it's going to be close, Al.
I don't think so, man. I think they stopped us, man.
Yeah, it looks like they did.
We didn't get the push from that offensive line, man. That's fourth down.
That's fourth down. And it looks like they're going to turn the ball over. FAMU is going to turn this ball over. It's those type of things that can swing the momentum in a game in which Prairie View came back and scored right before the half. And it looks like they're going to take over this ball, Al, at the 35-yard line of Florida A&M.
In great field position. But, Coach Simmons got to be feeling good about his defense. But I tell you what, that's a play there. We needed that first down to keep the drive alive and continue to move and eat up some of this clock.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line of Florida A&M. First down, 10 yards to go. Prairie View. The give is to Caleb. Well, he keeps this ball. He's got some running room, and he's going to get about 7 yards on the carry.
I tell you what, he's an elusive back there, and he's going to try to make some things happen. He's a freshman, young kid. One thing about it, when you're young, you think you're invincible. And throwing the ball a little challenging, but you can pull it down the run. You got a double slot stack, both sides here, sidecar right. 2nd and 1.
Give is to the running back, and he's got wide open running room, and it's going to throw a touchdown. Big hole in the middle of the Rattler defense, and Prairie View scores as they pull to within 21-13 of FAMU.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's a good read there. The running back went straight up the middle of the field, and nobody was there.
Ball game has changed here in Tallahassee after 2 weather delays with 7 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Prairie View gets a big touchdown run as they are about to attempt the point after. And the complexity has totally changed in this game. The kick is up, and the kick is good as the Panthers pull to within 7 of Florida A&M. You in tune to the Rattler Sports Network.
All right, the Panthers have made it a game. 21-14 is now the score. 45-yard touchdown run. We didn't get exactly who did the run. We'll catch that probably coming back in on the break. But the Panthers now with the lightning delays and the strikes and the hold-up. Don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. Panthers are trailing. We want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club for helping us bring this broadcast to those who remain here in Panther land. For whatever reason, if you couldn't get it and something happened and don't have cable, you got us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Let somebody know they can check it out. Score right now, 21-14. Prairie View just scored on a 45-yard touchdown run after stopping the Rattlers on 4th and 1 in their own territory. So now it is all about can that defense rise to the occasion yet again. Still got some work to be done. Taking care of business. Panthers with a 45-yard touchdown run. We'll try to find out who it was exactly that ran the touchdown. They didn't break loose on it, so we'll see if we can get someone to check it out on our end if they don't bring it back to us. So right now, The Panthers
will return this ball.
get ready to get back in action.
35-yard line, but the Rattlers went for it on 4th down, and they didn't get it, and that set up some really good field position for Prairie View. And right now, the Rattlers need to get back into it offensively.
I tell you what, when you take chances and you miss opportunities, and then the other opposing team used that as a strength and a momentum builder, and they came right back in 2 plays, man, and took that thing to the house, and they're within a touchdown and an extra point of tying this ball game. I tell you, these guys weren't going away. They're going to play with a lot of pride. Bubba McDowell has done a good job with them, but we've seen these Rattlers do this before.
It's a restart as Prairie View took 2 plays, 43 yards to score. And now we've got a big run going on ourselves as we enter Prairie View territory on a nice run by Terrell Jennings.
Yeah, I tell you, Terrell, that's one of his marquee plays there. He loves to break contain. Got a good push from the offensive line. And picked up a 1st down and some additional yards.
Rattlers moving as they spot this ball down at the 45-yard line of Prairie View with 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Florida A&M 21, Prairie View 14. The give is to Jennings again. He finds a little bit more pay dirt, and he gets about 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that's a good, tough 6 yards right there. And I tell you what, I would keep giving it to him, mixing it up, and admonishing the offensive line. Push your people around. Just get in the way. Create some lanes and allow this guy to do what he does.
That touchdown run was by Ahmad Antoon for Prairie View. He sprinted 35 yards, but the Rattlers have this ball. They're marking it at the 39-yard line of Prairie View with 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. This is Terrell Jennings again as the Rattlers are feeding him the football. Now, I think that's a good thing.
Absolutely. You know what? Give it to your guy and let him do what he does. Push people around. That was a shoestring tackle. Now, we're a yard short, 3rd and 1, just like before.
It is an amazing event, turn of events here tonight. Rattlers come out of the second weather delay. Everybody is trying to get warmed up again. Here we go, 3rd down, 1 yard to go, Florida A&M. And the give this time is to Jennings, and he's going to crack ahead on his 2nd effort now.
Yeah, but I tell you what, we're not going to get a good spot on this one.
Yeah.
Not going to get a good spot. Going to be 4th down again.
Yep, 4th down for the Rattlers, and 1 yard to go as they mark this ball down on the 36-yard line, and this is going to be a big call for Coach Willie Simmons right now as the Rattlers went for it on 4th down on the last possession, did not get it, and in 2 plays, Prairie View scored. And it's going to be a keeper by Musa, and he's got more than enough for a Rattler 1st down.
Yeah, Musa took a quarterback sneak, went right over the right guard, left tackle area, and picked up about 2 or 3 yards on that one. Good run by Musa. Good push by the offensive line.
They're going to mark the ball down on the 33-yard line of Prairie View. 1st down, 10 yards to go, Florida A&M. We have 4 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter as Florida A&M is holding on to a 21-7 lead. Rattlers were at 1 point up, 21-0 over the Panthers. Musa back to pass. Look at a man wide open. Touchdown, FAMU. Touchdown, Rattlers, as Jeremy Musa hooks up with Marcus Riley. Rattlers extend to a 27-14 lead.
No, but you can't do anything about speed. You can't outcoach speed, man. And Marcus Riley, when that ball's in the air, he goes and get it, man. Yes. And I tell you what, those crossing routes, those post-fight type routes, I mean, he's the best in the country at getting those things, man. Musa hangs that thing up there and let him go get it. And that's a touchdown well-deserved and needed.
Needed at this time. Cameron Gill is on to kick the point after. He's first team all SWAC. kicker. Kick is up. And the kick is good as Florida A&M extends to a 28-14 lead over Prairie View. And Al is just what the doctor ordered.
I tell you what, you couldn't serve it up on a plate any better than that. I tell you what, you come back and they stop you on 4th and 1. 2 plays later, they take that thing to the house, get within a score and an extra point of tying the game, and you come right back on the next drive and you throw a touchdown pass, and that's exactly what we need, man. We just got to keep it going. It's 4:30 left in the third quarter, but it's still going to be a dogfight, man.
It's definitely going to be a dogfight.
These guys ain't going anywhere, man.
Definitely. But the good news is the 100 has struck up the tooth, and fans are excited. And we're going into our timeout right now. We'll be back in a moment.
All right, Panthers give up a touchdown. Didn't expect to see that one coming, but it's now 28-14. With 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter play. You're listening to our simulcast broadcast from the Open Mic Broadcast Network with the Rattler Nation. This is Dr. Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We had our commercial spots dialed, but that's okay. We'll continue to give you the breaks as we can right now. We do want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries for their support of today's broadcast. Also, I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club and the Panther backers. Thanking you guys for joining in, hanging in there with us through 2 lightning delays that has caused this game to be a bit longer than normal. But we still have plenty of football left to play. It is 28-14. Panthers are trailing right now, but they'll get the ball to see if they can continue to keep this thing close and get something here before the third quarter ends to go into the fourth quarter with a fighter's chance. We want to remind you that we will have the 1876 after party approximately 15 to 20 minutes at the conclusion of today's broadcast, and we'll recap everything that has taken place on today. We'll give you some more scores, updates, and highlights as we continue to move forward. But we are going to head back to Bragg's Memorial Stadium for today's broadcast coverage of the 2023 SWAC Football Championship.
Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium as the Florida A&M Rattlers just scored on a big play from Jeremy Musa to Marcus Rowley to extend to a 28-14 lead over Prairie View, and Rattlers getting ready to kick this ball off. And what about the ebb and flow here, Al, as the basically come out of your second delay and you give up a quick touchdown to Prairie View, and now you're back on top.
Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, it's tick and tack sometimes in football, man. And I tell you what, I'm not quite sure if the delay caused all of that, but I tell you what, a good effort by Prairie View to come back and score. And, of course, the Rattlers come right back and mix up runs and passes and come up with a touchdown.
A kick is going to be returned by Prairie View out to about the 20-yard line of the Panthers. And joining us in the booth is
the legend. The
legend from
Quinn Gregg.
State.
I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, definitely. Quinn, welcome to Bragg Memorial Stadium. I know that you took the head coaching job up at Albany State this past year. Talk to us a little bit about your experience.
Man, it's been a good one. We had a pretty good year. We ended the year in the conference championship and lost there to Benedict, and Tennisbury's doing a wonderful job with Benedict up there. I'm looking forward to see what's next for him in terms of his career. But, Albany State has a rich history in terms of football.
Yes.
And, it reminds me of a smaller FAMU, to be honest with you, with the fans and, everything that they do. So it's been a great experience so far.
Definitely. And I want to, offer my condolences. They lost Ham Smith up there.
Yes, sir.
The legendary coach there. And I know that he was a big time influence there in the Albany State area. Talk to us a little bit about his dealings with you.
His legacy will never be forgotten there. Coach Smith turned sick sort of kind of once I had accepted the job and all that good stuff. So I didn't have a real a real chance or opportunity to get to know him on a personal level. I saw him once, but after that, he sort of kind of turned a little bit more sick. So at the end of the day, I knew all about him. I knew all about him and what he did at Albany State, man, and what he'd done or what he had done is tremendous. Yes. And you just try to emulate that when it comes down to it as being a coach that follows after a legendary coach like that. So rest in peace to him. We had a chance to take the team to see it and view his body and all that good stuff. So it was good for us.
You know, Quinn, from afar, this Florida A&M team is hosting its first postseason game since 1998. And from afar, your assessment of this Florida A&M football team?
They're a good football team, man. The defense, Dark Cloud defense, has been tremendous all season. Willie's done a great job putting points on the board and allowing the defense to just go and hunt. You know, that defensive line that they have has been tremendous all season, and, you know, it's not stopped today. So, you know, at the end of the day, over the last several years, man, Willie's done a great job putting his team together and getting to this point. He's done everything that he's needed to do in terms of, you know, SWAC and building the team and building FAMU back to where it needed to be. And this is only the culmination of it all. SWAC
championship. Also, like your assessment on FAMU's quarterback, as SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, Jeremy Musa. Your thoughts on his play?
He's been great for the last couple of years. I think, you know, he has definitely a good shot at the next level. You know, he has the tools in terms of what they're looking for, and, you know, once he gets down to that Legacy Bowl and he's able to get in front of those scouts, it'll be, you know, really good and positive experience for him once he gets down there. But, you know, he struggled a little bit today with hitting some guys, and underthrowing some folks, but it's wet. And at the end of the day, it's the SWAC championship. You got nerves and all that good stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a great play by defensive line right there. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's led this team all season long, and he continues to do that, especially with the big play that just happened a couple of minutes ago.
Definitely. Prairie View is driving right now. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 32-yard line of Prairie View. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Have Quinn Gray, the head football coach at Albany State. And, Coach, I'm glad you're here because there's been 2 weather delays today. And talk to us a little bit about that. That's unusual, but the impact of the players going in and coming back out.
It's tremendous because it's football is a game of runs and the ebb and flows and momentum. And to have the flow of the game going and then to have that interrupted and then to have it interrupted again, you know, it's tough to get these kids sometimes get out of focus and things like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you have to find a way to get your team back focused and ready to play the football game despite what may happen with the weather. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is something that could really have a tremendous effect on how the game is finally decided. But it looks like, you know, Willie's done a good job of keeping his guys under control and focus while the delay happened. And, you know, they're coming out doing a good job here.
Now, for you, I know that the focus turns on recruiting right now. I thought that it was pretty interesting that they have a rule in Georgia, am I correct, where you guys can actually recruit a state that's connected. In your case, that would be Florida and Alabama and Tennessee. And the guys can come there and they waive the out-of-state tuition. Talk to us a little bit about that. That's a unique rule.
Well, for us, it's tremendous in terms of recruiting because that means every state that touches the state of Georgia is able to come and get in-state tuition. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, South, and North Carolina touch Georgia. So you got 6 states right there, 5 states right there that touch the state of Georgia that we're able to put our footprint in and recruit high school students or junior college and transfer students. So, you know, at the end of the day, if we find junior college or transfer students that's from Florida, Georgia, they still get that same type of waiver. So it's tremendous for us in terms of recruiting, and it helps us sort of kind of cast our net a little bit wider than most people would in the Division II level, simply because, you know, we're able to touch it a little bit more in terms of kids.
I'll be remiss, and I'll get you out here on this. The transfer portal and NIL, how has that impacted Black college football?
Well, for us, NIL hadn't impacted us at all. I would be honest with you. You know, at the end of the day, there's not much that there's not much that we can offer NIL.
Right.
You know what I mean? they have to, you know, the businesses and the marketing. And sometimes on Division II, especially in the HBCUs, we just don't have the infrastructure to do that. So with that, it's not necessarily an issue for us, but on the landscape of a team like Florida, I mean, that's impacted by the NIL, and I think they've done a great job of handling that when it comes down to getting kids in here and getting quality kids at that.
That's right.
You know, at the end of the day, he's been doing a great job, and I'm sure he'll continue to do a great job of bringing quality talent to FAMU's campus.
Well, we're here with the head coach of Albany State, Quinn Gray, a really good quarterback here at Florida A&M. I think your record held for like, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah. I think it was right at 20. Right at 20. And Ryan got it, I think, in 21. So
Right.
Good job.
And Quinn also played in the NFL with the Jaguars and some other teams. Quinn, thank you so much for dropping by the booth. We couldn't miss the opportunity to talk with you. And I know you want to say go Rattlers, but that may be politically incorrect.
Well, I always, the crazy thing about it, man, it's I always say, man, I'm a FAMU made and Albany State paid.
Oh, my goodness. Love it.
I can't help where I graduated from what college I graduated from. So it's always go Rattlers, and then again it's go Rams too.
Well, hopefully we'll get to talk to you in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Quinn.
Not a problem.
Back to live action here. We have 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Florida A&M up 28-14 over Albany State. We had the opportunity to talk with the head coach at Albany State, Quinn Gray. Did I just say Albany State was up 28? It's getting tight, folks. I've been here for a while, but really good to talk with Quinn, Al, and I know he texted you, so thank you for getting him up here.
Well, I tell you what, Quinn has always been a good friend, man, and we always wish him well. And I think during the season we were corresponding back and forth and pulling for him. Always want the Rattlers, old quarterbacks, to do well, man.
And one of the top quarterbacks. We're looking at a second down for the Rattlers, 1 yard to go. And the give is up the middle. Nice running room for the running back, and he's got some running room out over the 40, down to the 43-yard line. Big play for Florida A&M, and that looks like that was Terrell Jennings again for the Rattlers.
I tell you what, Terrell, man, it's just a matter of time, man. He's going to break that thing. You know, like we talked earlier, he's trimmed up, man, and he's poised to break one here again in his last home game. That's right. In Orange and Green.
Definitely. And it was good to see him get that MVP trophy down at the Florida Classic. The kid has been through a lot, and just to be rewarded on that level. I know he's a team guy, but it's nice to see him get that out.
And I tell you what, he can run the football. I think he could play at the next level if given an opportunity, you know. And that's all we ever asked for is a shot. And I'm hoping he can get one. Good kid and a class kid as well. I mean, he worked hard, put in the time, and you can see the results.
Yes, definitely.
You know, fourth quarter now.
Definitely. We have arrived at the break, and we're going into the fourth quarter. You're in tune to the Rattler Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize about that. I don't know what happened. It got an interview to kind of interrupt, but we do understand that Prairie were not able to advance for any type of scoring. Don't know exactly what happened on that last series, but we do know going into the fourth quarter, the Panthers are trailing by the score of 28-14. The Rattlers will have the ball, and it'll be on their side of the 50-yard line. But we are in SWAC championship coverage for the 2023, right for that winner to face off against the Howard Bison on December 16th from Atlanta, Georgia. Speaking of Georgia and Atlanta, scoring update, Alabama Roll Tide was able to defeat the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC championship game. 27-24 was the final score. Now what's going to happen, who knows, because it's going to be a very hot political mess determine the college playoffs come tomorrow's selection day. But it is what it is. That's not really my concern. But I do need to be, as I say, keeping you up to date in your due diligence of college sports, because this is championship weekend. Washington defeated Oregon by the score 34-31 on Friday night. Right now, the Panthers are trailing 28-14 as we are awaiting the start of this fourth quarter. We'll switch back over to the Rattler Nation broadcast.
Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida. We are here on Ken Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. I'm Melvin Beal here along with Al Chester. And Al, you're the quarterback in the booth, and it's been an unusual night. Rattlers with 2 weather delays, but come out, and they're up 28-13. And after their last possession, they went 6 plays, 65 yards. 32-yard completion from Jeremy Musa to Marcus Riley. What a showstopper right there.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's what we expect. We want to come back. We're going to shake the cobwebs off after the delay and come back in and play good football. We get the ball now, beginning of the fourth quarter. We need to go around. We got about 60 yards to go and come up with a score. Whether it's 3 points or a touchdown, we need to add to our lead as we progress through this fourth quarter. Still got a little rain coming down, but no luck, thank goodness.
They're going to mark this ball down on the 42-yard line of Florida A&M. Again, we're about to start the fourth quarter. Florida A&M is up 28-14 over Prairie View as the Rattlers looking to continue to capitalize on offensive possessions. And Medusa, he completes this ball out to Riley, and Riley breaks a couple of tackles, and he's near a Rattler first down. Actually, that's not Riley, is it? Yeah, it is. Marcus Riley.
I tell you what, it looked like a target hit there on Marcus by one of the Prairie View guys, but Marcus took a shot on that play. They were able to pick up enough for a first down.
And that's the most important thing as they mark this ball down at around the 49-yard line of Prairie View. And we have 14 minutes, 31 seconds remaining here in the football game as the Rattlers looking to extend their lead. They're up 28-14 over Prairie View. Jeremy Moose is your quarterback, back to pass, looking, fires, got a man open, and it's going to be hit and complete. Are they going to call that a completion?
Absolutely.
A big-time completion. Is that Jerry Manico? No. Right now, that's Pruitt. Pruitt on the reception. Big play for Jeremy Moose.
I tell you what was good about that. You had the safeties, Blitzen and Musa had the time. Everybody stood in there, blocked their guy. Musa found the open man, hit him, picked up the first down, and matriculated the ball down the field.
14 minutes remaining in the football game. They're going to place this ball down at the 33-yard line on a big-time completion. Jeremy Musta to Pruitt. Rattlers right now, there's been a timeout apparently called on the field. You're in tune to the Rattler Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
Get ready, Rattler Nation.
All right, we got a little timeout in play. Panthers trailing by the score of 28-14. 33-yard line now of the Rattlers in Panther territory. Panthers got to bend but don't break right here on the defense. You can't give up anything, not even a field goal in this late part of the game. I want to remind you guys that we'll be having the 1876 after party. At the conclusion of this broadcast, we'll talk about the game and how things have unfolded throughout this storming delay championship game from Tallahassee, Florida. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, reminding you that you can join me daily right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network for the Mike Prince Show. We come to you with news that you can use covering the Southwestern Athletic Conference and, of course, with a little accent on Prairie View A&M University. Got some basketball game coming up real soon. Prairie View will be in action on the women's side of the hardwood December 10th. And then we'll be on the hill where the Panthers will be hosting North America from the men's side, and we'll be there to bring you that game right here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are getting ready to transfer over to our coverage of today's championship game.
Fans prepare the original Louisiana brand hot dogs. That's because the original Louisiana brand hot dogs adds a kick of flavor to so many things. Pop to popcorn, pizzazz to pizza, zing to wings. Made using only sun-ripened peppers, pickles, and original Louisiana brand hot dogs. Compare the source any day. Louisiana brand hot dogs brings the beach.
After review.
Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida. We have 13 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the football game. Florida A&M is up 28-14 over Prairie View. Rattlers on a big play from Jeremy Musa to Pruitt have advanced to the 33-yard line of Prairie View as the Rattlers looking to extend on this lead out.
You're exactly right, Melvin. And I tell you what, at this point in the ball game, we need to continue to execute, get push at the line of scrimmage, and give Musa time to throw the football. And I tell you what, and that's what I like. I mean, even on the pre-snap read, got safeties blitzing, and he's standing in the pocket, surveying the field and finding the open guy.
Snap to give is to Terrell Jennings, who breaks the tackle, and it looks like he could score. Touchdown, FAMU. Touchdown, Rattlers on an electric run by Terrell Jennings.
I told you it was just a matter of time, man. He was going to bust one because it looked like he was ready to tear that thing up, man. He can scoop, man. I tell you what, I'm just so proud of that guy right there, man, watching him. And, we talked about it all season. I mean, last couple of years, he's played at about 235, 240. He's a trim down 220, 215. Might be 195 the way he's running, man. I tell you what, that looks good. And he's a legitimate 4-4 guy.
Electric run by Terrell Jennings out of Jacksonville, Florida, has extended the Florida A&M lead to 34-14 over the Prairie View Panthers here in Tallahassee, Florida. Cameron Gillis on for the point after, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. As Florida A&M extends to a 35-14 lead over Prairie View, just what the doctor ordered out.
I tell you what, that you couldn't ask for it any better than that, man. And I tell you what, all the speed bumps and potholes that this game has provided this football team, and other than a couple of plays,
right?
You take away a couple of plays. That last drive right before halftime, the defense looked like they were playing a little soft. And then, of course, they stopped us on fourth down and turned right around. And then 2 plays took that thing to the house and got within a touchdown and an extra point. And but the Rattlers never say die. And that potent offense that we've been waiting to see all year, I mean, we've seen a lot of that tonight.
We caught up with head coach Willie Simmons, and he talked about the team and they're controlling their destiny.
I think the one thing for us, last year's ending to the season really started this journey was the control we control. We talk about control our own destiny. So all we can control is our response. We can't control the outside noise. We can't control any of the distractions that come about this 10-game win streak, this 19-game home win streak, this national ranking. All these things, players of the year. We can control how we approach every single day. How do we practice? How intently do we watch film? How committed are we to getting treatment if we're injured, or eating right in the calf, or getting the proper rest that we need? Like, those are things that we can control, and that's the focus. See where our feet are and do what we've done all season, which is not look too far ahead, not looking far in the rearview mirror, but look right at where we are present. And if we continue to do that, I think the success lies with us.
Now, when you think about it, you really hit it on the head when you start talking about controlling your own destiny.
Absolutely. At this point in the year, that's what it's all about. You control. I mean, you stay disciplined and do the things that has allowed you to get to where you are now. That's exactly what Coach is talking about. This is the first game of the second half of the new season, right? And this is what you want. I mean, this is how we expect to peak at the right time. And I tell you what, you can't be more happy for these guys than I am. I tell you what, it's sweet.
It is. 13 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the football game. Rattlers on an impressive drive go in and score on a Terrell Jennings run. And now, right now, the Rattlers still have to remain focused against this Prairie View Panther team.
The game is by no stretch of the imagination over yet. We got to continue. Kill a mosquito with an axe. That's what this is all about right here, man. But for the folks who are at home, the University of Georgia, the #1 team in the nation, has been taken down.
Really?
Alabama took care of them 27-24. That's a final.
Wow, this gets interesting.
Yeah, it's going to get
very interesting right now.
It makes all the games important
now. Right now. We talked about Florida State playing in the ACC championship out in Charlotte, North Carolina, and right now the Seminoles, if they can get this win, it'll be interesting the positioning of the playoff rankings. Florida A&M kicks this ball out. There's going to be a return by Prairie View, but the Rattlers meet him inside the 10-yard line. Great coverage by the kickoff return team for Florida A&M.
Absolutely. They stayed in their lanes. Everybody manned up and made the tackle and put that guy down inside the 10-yard line.
Definitely.
And he's still down.
Wow. Florida A&M has turned this game around. Their last drive was for 5 plays, 88 yards, ending with a 33-yard touchdown by Terrell Dennings as we have a Panther down on the field around the 10-yard line. And now back to what you were saying earlier, the positioning of these teams that are qualifying for the playoffs right now, extremely interesting.
I tell you what, man, this is what it's all about.
It is.
There's a lot of parity in college football, and you got the NIL this infiltrated the, if you will, the schools and all the things that play into that thing, man. You know, you look at, Texas beat Alabama early in the season, and here Alabama turns around, they beat the #1 team in the nation. And I'm big on, hey, if you're defending champs and nobody's beat you, you should still be ranked #1. I feel the same way, man. I don't think that, but now, it's a new day.
It is a new day.
It's a new day now.
It's a new day.
And it's critical now in terms of, because it's only 4 teams, I believe, is being selected.
That's right.
Next year, I think it's going to be 12.
And that would change the game.
That's going to change everything.
Prairie View with 13 minutes, 24 seconds. They're going to mark the ball down at the 10-yard line of Prairie View as the Panthers look to get something going as they're down 35-14 to Florida A&M as we have a rumble going on around us here in the booth. But everything's good as Prairie View is going to be looking at a second down and about 8 yards to go on this play.
Prairie View coming out in a double slot stack wide on both sides. I mean, sidecar right with the running back. With that defensive line of the Rattlers, man, I tell you what, they're not giving up anything. And Mr. Dunn out there, man, is a terror.
He is a terror. And they're deep now. Coach is talking about how they're 3 deep. And the difference between this team's defense and the one in 21 that featured Marquise Bell and Isaiah Lynn. He was like, then they had to really time how they played the players. But here they just run them in and out. And that's a tremendous advantage at this level.
When you get that kind of depth, man, you can do that. And that's what it's all about. That's the difference in major college football and Division I, AA, FCS football and Division II football is the depth that you have. You have more players, but you got to be able to have people up front, and that's where it all happens. I don't care who you got playing quarterback or who you have in the secondary. If you don't have the people to push people around and push the pocket.
Nice run by this quarterback from Prairie View as he's going to get a first down on a really nice run.
Again, that's the young freshman. You can hear the coaches next door
right there screaming.
Yeah, C.J. Dumas, Channing C.J. Dumas, 6'3", 205, redshirt freshman out of Texas. Nice little scramble there. Extended the play, elusive. Got holding against Prairie View, though, so all that's coming.
That's why they're young.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's coming back to town, baby.
And it's part of it. And we have 11 minutes and 23 seconds, and we do have a light rain going on here in Bragg Stadium. And right now, Al, you want the clock to tick because we're not only playing against Prairie View, but the Lightning. We got to get this game over before the Lightning comes back in.
And I tell you what, let's hurry up and get this game over. Let's go. Tell you what, my buddy Les is telling me that Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama are the top 4 right now.
How can that be with Florida State?
Let me finish. FSU with a backup, third string, won't get in. That's what he's saying.
That's an interesting observation.
Yeah, and Georgia outside looking in unless Michigan gets upset.
That's an interesting observation.
Yeah. It's interesting how it's like a bowl of spaghetti when you get near the end of the season.
It is.
Like
it really is. It really
is. All that together.
Right, and you have an undefeated team.
Yeah.
I mean, if Florida State wins tonight, they're undefeated, and they're number 4, but you're telling the kids that because you have a third-string quarterback, you can't get in.
The committee won't select them. I mean, they actually dropped when
they did. They dropped 1.
Yeah.
When that's amazing.
The top dog got hurt.
Right. So Georgia losing hurts Florida State. And a big run here by Dumas as he's still running. And he's up around the 50. And what heart is being shown by Prairie View right now.
Oh, yeah. Toughness. I mean, they're not going to quit, man, in spite of the score. They're not going to lay down. They got a lot to play for, a lot of pride. They got a young ball club. And, we talk about the team taking on the personality of the coach. And we know what kind of player Bubba McDowell was. When he left the University of Miami and he was drafted, he started his rookie year. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is. So he expects these guys to play.
Bubba McDowell in his second year as head coach at Prairie View, has been around that program for several years, was an assistant under Willie Simmons, and apparently a guy that bakes a really good pound cake. Because he brought one to Willie Simmons the last time they were here in Tallahassee.
Is that right?
Yes, he did. He brought a pound cake and gave it to him after the game. But the last thing he said in the press conference on Monday is he's not bringing a pound cake this time. So,
when did they give us a piece?
No, he said he got trouble because he was only able to take 2 slices home. So apparently some of the other coaches and players got to the yes.
They know he's a legend.
Yeah,
with
right.
The pound cake.
With the pound cake. Second down, 2 yards to go for Prairie View. Dumas back to pass, and he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He fires at the last minute. He's looking at it, and it's going to be picked off by Florida in at a 2-yard line, and they're going to tackle him around the 14-yard line. Another big play by the Dark Cloud defense.
I tell you what, he was trying to make a play, trying to hit his receiver on a deep post, but I tell you, it was too many white helmets around. I tell you, he was double covered, triple covered. That's not a good throw, but picked off by the Rattlers with. What's that, 8:53 left?
Yep, 8:53 left in the fourth quarter. FAMU will take over as they mark the ball down at the 14-yard line. Another big play by this Dark Cloud defense, ranked number 1 in the country. And again, Florida A&M with 13 players on the all-SWAC team will come out and attempt to run some clock on Prairie View. The Rattlers are led by SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, Jeremy Musa. The other guy that was on the first team for the offense is Cameron Colvin, and he's from Albany, Georgia.
Right. That's
he's from Albany, Georgia.
Right.
So Albany well represented here.
A tall sweep here.
Nice run in there. That's going to be Leland Wilhort for the Rattlers. He's an exciting talent as well.
Yeah, Leland's not a real big cat, but quick as a cat.
Yes.
And he hits up in that hole at 100 miles an hour.
Right. And Al, at this point, if you're Willie Simmons, do you start looking at the backups at this particular point, or do you go ahead and close this out?
Well, it's a championship game, and we are up 35-14. I think I'm playing to win. I'm going to continue to play to win.
Yeah, you got to play to win right now. My question is primarily you have a quarterback that's not completely healthy in Jeremy Musa. And at some point,
that's supposed to be a secret.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I said it earlier.
Well, you told Prairie View.
We talked about the shoulder.
You did.
Yeah. He's got a sore shoulder, but he's probably got some other positives about his shoulder, too. I mean, he's taking a little beating.
He has taken a beating.
You think about the season. I mean, this is the 12th game?
12th game.
The 11th game. 10-1. This is 12th
10-1. This 12th game. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a long season.
It's a very long season. And, of course, if the Rattlers are successful tonight, the Celebration Bowl is on the 16th, so they'll get a little rest for
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, which is sufficient. And to give right now, as the Rattlers complete this pass play on the play, it looks like they connect With Kamari Young,
little play action pass.
tight end out of Tallahassee High School, as the clock continues to tick here in Bragg Stadium with 6 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the football game. I'm Melvin Beal here along with Albert Chester, the quarterback in the booth, as the Rattlers get another first down, and I'm late to say move those chains.
Well, I tell you what, Melvin, I don't know how it looks like in terms of a football team. We haven't done any homework on them. I think they're about 6-5, though, their record. They actually finished 4-1 in conference play and 6-5 overall. But they're in big trouble, Coach.
Yes. They have a juggernaut.
They're in big trouble.
Yeah, got a juggernaut down here. And really just want to applaud the fans who actually went under the stands and they came back.
And they did come back.
Right. And it's been 2 weather delays.
On both sides of the field.
On both sides of the field. And just a tremendous showing here by the Florida A&M fans. And certainly just like what's going on in Florida A&M athletics right now. Al, if you look at it, we're competing at all levels right now. So our athletic director, Tiffany Don Sykes, has got to be happy with this Florida A&M football team and all of the success they've had this year.
Hey, man, I tell you what, she came in, and she hadn't been here a year.
Yeah.
And get national recognition. I mean, lighten it up, man. And I tell you what, she's a dynamic speaker, too. I mean,
she really is.
She does a good job speaking. And I don't know if her father was a Southern preacher or not, man, but she can put it together.
She can really bring it.
Yes, sir.
I thought it was an outstanding speech down in Orlando, Florida, at lunch in the Florida Classic Consortium. She really had some really good stuff to say as the quarterback fumbles the ball, gets it back, and completes the pass
for a first down.
Definitely. Rattlers still getting first downs with 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the football game.
What was good about that, Musa was able to get control of the football, make the throw, people caught the ball and stayed inbound.
Yes,
but that's
important.
Yeah,
keep the clock moving.
Keep that clock moving.
4 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the football game. Florida A&M up 35-14 over Prairie View A&M. And Al, we talked about how difficult it is to beat a team for the second time. Rattlers running back on that play. That's Leland Wheelhart, and he's effective as he gains about 8 yards on that carry. But back to my point, it is tough to beat a team a second time, but when you add the weather elements, even tougher.
Absolutely. You know, I think this Rattler team is not the same team that played these guys at homecoming.
That's true.
Now, of course, they'll look like they're a better team as well, but this is not the team they played at homecoming.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've got a consistent offense here that's getting it done, and I tell you what, players flying all around that field.
That was Will.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, he's quick as a cat, man. Reminds me, and I always talk about Bishop Bonnet, the Bishop. Yeah. He reminds me of the Bishop.
Yeah.
There's no other player like the Bishop. But he reminds me of the Bishop.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can we get an amen for the Bishop?
Amen for the Bishop.
Definitely. 3 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the football game. Florida A&M up 35-14. I'm Melvin Beal here along with Al Chester on Ken Raleigh Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium as the Rattlers trying to close out this SWAC championship game against Prairie View, a team that has won its last 3 games, came into Tallahassee under Bubba McDowell, looking to derail the Rattlers in their path to the Celebration Bowl. We have a timeout on the field. You're tuned to the Rattler Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
Mami, yo estoy bien. I'm okay, Mami. Sí, ¿y papá? Yeah, I'm starting work tomorrow, actually. Hi, can you tell me something?
Tallahassee Orthopedic Clinic, we help
one story at a time. Whether you like
Introducing Rattlers Plus, the ultimate digital network for all things Florida A&M sports. Catch the excitement live with exclusive coverage of Rattlers games, relive classic moments, and dive into original content that brings you closer to the action than ever before. But that's not all. Tune in to Rattlers Plus to listen to heart-pounding commentary and analysis like Rattlers Sports. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to Rattlers Plus now by visiting FAMUathletics.com/watch.
Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida. We're here on the beautiful campus of Florida A&M University. We have 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this football game as the Florida A&M Rattlers are holding a 35-14 lead over Prairie View. Rattlers with a first down and 10 yards to go. Ball marked on the Prairie View 49-yard line as the Rattlers look to close this out. Nice run in there by the Rattler running back, and Will Hort has been the man here during this drive.
Man, he's small in stature, but I tell you, he's running like a madman. He looks like Larry Zonko. He's carrying him down the field. I mean, he picked up 10 yards on his own, man. He got a little block. He jumped in that crack, man, and he was able to pick up additional yards. And, you know, we were talking about Tiffany. Tiffany Green.
Yeah,
she's the real deal, man.
She's the real deal.
Come on, man. I mean, all season.
Too. Yeah, she's been right there.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be interesting. Her partner, Jay Walker, went to Howard.
That's what I know.
And it's going to be interesting to see how, if they get the chance to broadcast that game.
I hope they do, man. But Tiffany has been she's a legend.
Yes, she is.
She's a legend, and she's a Rattler.
She is a Rattler with Tallahassee ties, but from Tampa.
Don't get it twisted. Now she got some ties to Jacksonville too.
Does she really?
She got some family over there now.
All right.
I gotta have some of that too now.
Okay, I got you.
It's enough to spread around.
Okay, I got you. And since you're gonna stay there, I got to shout out to my classmate Pam Oliver, who's been doing a tremendous job with Fox Sports. Florida A&M is represented everywhere around the world.
Anywhere you go, you're gonna find a Rattler.
You're gonna find a Rattler doing good things.
Absolutely. Pam has been doing it for years, man.
Definitely. My other classmate is Kim Godwin.
Get out of here.
President of ABC News.
Is she going to be the speaker?
She's going to be the speaker of the commencement exercises back in December.
Right.
Rattlers everywhere.
Rattlers here, Rattlers there, Rattlers everywhere.
Nice run here. Whoa, nice hurdle on the play. This Will Hart, he's a different dimension now. Different dimension for this running back.
Oh, yeah. We got a little extracurricular activity by one of the Prairie View guys. He got blocked pretty good, and he was swinging the Rattler by his helmet a little bit there. I think he may get tossed.
Right. And, you know, we were talking about Tiffany, and she is a fourth-generation Rattler.
Hey,
her grandmother attended Florida A&M.
That makes it even sweeter.
That makes it even sweeter.
Yes, sir.
This game is being simulcast through the Open Mic and Network. The network was created by Dr. Mike Prince to be of service to the Prairie View University community. Their motto out there is serving the community through faith and athletics. And just want to shout out to Dr. Mike Prince. You know, we had a conversation last night on the phone. I'm going to be nice because there will be a call, Dr. Prince. It will definitely be a call, but want to just thank you for all the advice that you've given us for the broadcast. And we just want people to continue to support the Open Mic Network, and to all our people out there in Prairie View. What a season.
Yeah, I tell you what, they've had a stellar season. The coach has done a great job, and I tell you what, the last 3 wins after playing us for homecoming is tremendous, and come back, win the West. Hey, man, Get that bag ready, man. We're going to Atlanta.
Are we going to Atlanta?
We're going to Atlanta, man.
You know what? I like this classy move by Willie Simmons because we're down there on the 8-yard line. There's 1 minute and 23 seconds remaining in the football game, and we kneel it.
That's his ex.
Oh, that's right.
That's his ex.
That's his ex-boot.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to Atlanta, baby.
You going to Atlanta?
I'm going to Atlanta.
Do you know how to get to Atlanta?
I can get to Atlanta.
Well, you got to beat Prairie to get there to get to 75. Clock's ticking. 1 minute left. Here on Ken Riley Field, and they just got Willie with the Gatorade. They just got Willie.
Yes, sir.
The Gatorade down.
Deserving.
Rattlers celebrating with 46 seconds remaining in the game. Boy, did you see the flip?
I see.
Did you see the flip midfield? This is huge, folks. First championship game held here in Bragg Stadium history. And look at everybody out there celebrating. What an accomplishment for this Florida A&M football team as they're going to hold on for a 35-14 win over Prairie View on Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium
on Bob Hayes Way.
On Bob Hayes Way, and maybe soon a Theo Gibson.
Look out, look out.
Yes, yes.
That's the ball game, baby.
That's the ball game. Florida A&M is your SWAC champions for 2023 on their way to the Celebration Bowl, and they're already celebrating right now.
Tell you what, man, you couldn't ask for it any better than this, man. I tell you what, I'm proud of Coach Simmons. Salute him and his staff and all the hard work these guys have put in to make all this happen. They started winning this championship game right here way back. I'm going to say before the spring. I want to say it was after that last game they played last year when they weren't selected to go to the playoffs.
Absolutely, Al.
The next time they walked in that weight room, it was toward the national championship.
That's right,
and
Al.
every game they played this year was for the national championship. These guys are going to go 12-1 because they're going to beat Howard in 2 weeks.
You're going to put that out there?
I'm putting it out there right now. I'm claiming that right now.
I love it. I love it. So we're here at Bragg Memorial Stadium. That's the end of the game as the Florida A&M Rattlers win 35-14 over Prairie View. I want you to stand by as we'll have the AT&T post-game report. You're in tune to the Rattler Sports Network.
Well, it's over. Panthers lose by the score of 35-14. Congratulations to the FAMU Rattlers, Coach Willie Simmons. They held the Panthers down. There's 2 lightning delays. The Panthers gave it all that they had, but they came up a bit short. Congratulations to Bubba McDowell, Coach Alvin Fosselman, Coach Mark Frederick, to all the seniors that done all that they could while they could. Thank you to the listeners that have joined us all season long. I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club. We want to thank the Panther backers. We want to thank Temple of Refuge Ministries. I want to thank Mr. Andre Davis, Greg Johnson, Philip Prince, Brother Ben Edwards, Jack White, all the coaches, Coach Heiss Northern, through the football season. Want to thank you, the listener, for tuning in with us. We're not done. We're just delayed. We will get together with Coach Heiss Northern to talk about the Celebration Bowl, FAMU and Howard doing battle in the ATL December the 16th. Well, I got my money on FAMU. They are representing the SWAC. We are going to shut this down for this 2023 football season. But from the Labor Day Classic to the SWAC Championship, we have been proud to be the voice of student athletics on behalf of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers football program. It's a labor of love, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep on keeping on. Our next scheduled broadcast will be for men's basketball at Prairie View. They'll be taking on North America. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, bringing this broadcast to an end. Prairie View falls 35-14 to the FAMU Rattlers in the 2023 Southwestern Athletic Conference Championship game. Want to thank you guys again. Follow me on Twitter, or should I say X, at the Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Stay tuned for the 1876 after party in about 15 to 20 minutes. So until the next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.